she's asleep. Such an angel. Just as beautiful as her mother. Let's go, so she can have her rest. I am so proud of her, and you, of course, for delivering her to the world. I always wanted a child, and Elizabeth is going to be the perfect daughter. I know it. We will raise her well, teach her values, and make sure she grows up to be a good person. Let's sit for a moment. Do you remember what you said to me when I first got you here? Oh, you were almost a different person. So rebellious, so wild and full of energy. You told me that you hated me, that I was a monster for doing what I did. And you know what? I agree. I was a monster. I still am, and I always will. What I did will be a stain that will never be erased from my soul. I will always carry that. I sinned, and there is no turning back. I killed an innocent person so that we could have this life without anyone chasing you, chasing us. I took you, took your freedom away, tortured you, brainwashed you, and forced you into having a child, our child. A plan that only a monster would carry out. But you know what? I don't care. If all the evil that I did ended up bringing the most pure and divine soul this world has ever seen, then it was justified. Hadn't I done those things, Elizabeth wouldn't be here right now, and the world would have lost the most wonderful gift it ever received, an angel that we created. I know that you understand what I'm saying, and that to some degree, you agree with me now, after all those endless nights adjusting the way you think. But I know you didn't forget everything that you went through, and that there is still a part of you in there, inside your head, that still remains intact. I am no fool. I know that. To be honest, I didn't want to turn you into a mindless slave by having you lobotomized. That wouldn't have been fair. I have the means to do that, and I even consider it for a moment. But it just didn't feel right to me. So, I took my time and put in a lot of effort to get you here, to the state you are in right now. I just needed you to see things from my perspective, to understand how you can find happiness here, in this paradise that I built for us. I am happy to see that you are intelligent enough as to appreciate all my hard work. I chose you because I knew you could eventually love this life I planned for us. I wouldn't have brought you here if I'd known that you'd be miserable in the end. That would have been so selfish. It would feel empty. So now, dear, I feel like my work with you is almost done. I know that we started slow, that I had to keep you chained and cuffed for a while. But we've been making some real progress here. And just look at you. No shackles, no restraints, completely free to move around the house and the garden. However, there is one more step we need to take now. I would dare to say, the final step into making sure everything will be fine. Come with me. Here's the front door. Now, it's open for you. It's been more than a year now since I brought you here to this place. You tried to leave me many times. You even broke the door once. You almost got away. Well, here it is. No barriers, no locks. The exit is right here. This is what you always wanted ever since I brought you here. All that your heart desired was to simply escape, to get away from the monster that took you. Well, my love, now is your chance. You want to leave? Go ahead. You can do it. You're confused. Yeah, I understand. This seems to be going against everything that I did. Fair enough. I owe you an explanation. You see, I want to build the perfect family here, the perfect life for us. But I cannot do that with a partner that wants to leave me. Do you love me back, as much as I do love you? I heard you speak those words so many times, at first forcing you to say them, then hearing them from time to time without needing to ask. Which was a big improvement, yes, I admit it. But I am a man of actions more than words, so I need you to prove it to me. If you love me, if you want this paradise with me, then stay. Reject this offer of freedom and be mine for the rest of our lives. I will give my heart and soul to you and keep you safe and loved forever. If you don't feel the same way, even after everything we went through, then you can leave. There's a town nearby, a couple of miles to the south, in that direction. You won't miss it. Whatever you decide to do, Elizabeth stays with me. This is her life, right here, where she was born. I won't let her be infected by the rotting society of this world. She will be safe here. Nothing will ever bother her. I know this is all very sudden, but that's how it's got to be. These things can't be decided by the brain. They can't be premeditated. This has to come out of your heart. That's the only way to know you made the right choice. So, what do you feel is right for you now? Will you stay? Live the life that I planned for us? Or will you go back to your former life? To being just one more person in that ocean of strangers they call society? Oh, and if you do leave me, will you tell everyone what I did to you? Will you call the police, have me locked up and thrown in a cell for the rest of my days, away from Elizabeth and away from you? You know, I could easily stop you from doing that, but I won't. If I wanted to, I could have just kept you chained in the basement for the rest of your life. Oh, but I love you far too much to condemn you to a lifetime of enslavement. especially because I know that somewhere, deep inside of you, you began to care about me too. So now I'm putting my life in your hands as a complete proof of my love to you. Those are your choices, my dear. It is up to you to decide the outcome of our story. However, understand that this is not a decision that you can change later on. It's all or nothing, black or white. Stay or leave. Thank you for giving me hope, for giving me light amongst all this darkness. You are the most wonderful person that I've ever met, and I will always love you. So, what is your decision? What shall it be?